Yeah, right?
We all in? So good, Laurels. Is this then your number? No. Then complete your number. Gotcha.
Behold, Arsenda of Calais. Her arms, her chevron sable and azure. 2 estoile argent and a B proper. Her awards, an award of arms, flower of the desert, fleur de soleil, commander of the fleur de soleil, beacon of the desert, queen's grace, queen's cipher twice received, king's sigil, baroness of the court.
Good, Laurels. Will this then complete your number? You have some unfinished business with your peer.
Try to speak. And I wish she could be here this day. But, as a member of my lineage, I pass this on to you for safekeeping until I take an apprentice.
Is there a member of the chivalry that will speak for this woman?
No.
Supporting the fighting arts, what is it? It's being there for somebody else. Being there on the field. Encouragement. Watching what Arsenda has done for many great fighters is inspirational because you see it in the Shire where she lives. You see the support that she has coordinated fighter practice. She has coordinated fighters going to the field at a stray of war, intending to Majesty's army. As a Laurel, she beautifies them, making surcoats and armor for your troops. I get to speak these words as a knight, and I'm proud to see her elevated to peerage and stand. Thank you, Majesty.
Is there a member of the Noble Order of the Laurel that will speak for this woman?
Yes, sir. Bear with me. Okay. My name is Granite the Red, and I'm here to speak for Arsenda as her Laurel today. Her real Laurel, Mistress Penelope Dewell of Avonsford, is no longer with us and could not be here today. She was a Laurel, a Pelican, a landed Baroness, and a Lion of Aidenville. So in her shadow, I feel like when I was little and paraded my dad's work boots. These are big shoes to fill. And I am incredibly honored that she would ask this of me. to be her Laurel today. Arsenda is through and through an artisan. She has nearly a decade of earned art awards that you can see on the OP today. Hundreds of scrolls have seen her hands. I have seen many of her scrolls personally. People have worn her clothing. She is people have worn her clothing arts, and the kingdom has been improved by her endeavors. Her service to the kingdom, and especially to her shire, can be seen in the offices she has held: Seneschal, A&S Minister. Devotion she has given to classes and projects can easily be witnessed by many. The actual Atenvelt Scribal Handbook even has the wording that we use for scrolls today came from her hands. She served as lady-in-waiting twice. All this despite living in one of the most remote locations in the entire kingdom. But works does not necessarily a Laurel make. A Laurel should be a teacher, a guide, and an inspiration. And although I may be biased as being her friend, I see these qualities in her. I look to her as one of my peers, and even as a teacher in things that are not my specialty, such as sewing. I mean, look at her. She's beautiful. She does wonderful work. And every time I have spent time with her, I have seen grace and laughter, and despite suffering with rusting grump face, as many of us do, she is a good and kind woman, and I have never witnessed otherwise. She is ready to join her brothers and sisters in the law.
Is there a member of the Pelican? Speak to this one.
There is, Your Majesty. I, Duchess Elspieta, Mistress of the Pelican, have the pleasure to speak on behalf of this fine lady. I want to speak today of largesse. Because as a Pelican, we give. We give of ourself, our heart. And I want to speak to the largesse of this lady in her arts and what she has given. For my first experience with this largesse is when she saved me as queen. When she came in to see a terrified second queen, mind you, looking at a dress that was 3 sizes too large that I had to wear at Royal Feast that night, and not knowing what I was to do. And this was before I had a lovely Elizabethan sweatshop to make me look really, really pretty. Within a moment's notice, this lovely lady and another wonderful lady who is now a Laurel of the Outlands took that dress and with their own time gave up their day and brought it back fitted and embellished without even taking measurements, so I could wear it that night. They saved me so I could go take the field and not worry about anything but being queen. That largesse showed me her heart, and then she continued to drop little things of gifties. When she was making a new art project, I would end up with coins because she was trying this out, and so she made rep coins for me. And all these wonderful bits of largesse. The Laurels of this kingdom give of themselves and their art to make this kingdom more beautiful, and this lady certainly gives that largesse. And I'm very happy to see this day.
Thanks. Is there a member of the Noble Order of Defense that will speak for this woman?
Hey! There is a... Yes, there is, Your Majesty. I, Duchess Elspieta, Master of the Defense, do surprisingly get to speak again for this fantastic lady. And when she asked me to speak a second time, I was like, oh goodness. I already thought of one great thing. No. So it got me thinking. I had the pleasure to speak for a wonderful sister Pelican not too long ago as first-time Master of Defense about burden. But I don't wish to speak about burden because that's not where this lady shines. I wish to speak about prowess. That might surprise you, since this lady's not known for fighting. I don't speak about the prowess upon the field. I speak about prowess of person. This lady knows who she is. And she is among a group of women in this kingdom who I hold you a part of. The strong women of Atenvelt, who know who we are. Because in order to teach, you must know yourself. she has that ability. So I, again, am thankful that you're elevating her this morning.
Is there a member of the royal peers that will speak for this woman?
Your Majesty. I am Duke Edward the Zealot, and I would like to speak for this lady. It's a hard act to follow, and you have to follow your own sister to steal some of your thunder. And I've been blessed enough to be king 3 times, and had this woman around all 3 times. And as a royal peer, you see every element of our society, be it fighting, arts, service. And so when we come to speak before you, we often have to pick an interesting item to speak of. And Your Majesty, I'm going to talk about something you probably don't hear much of, and this is secrecy. Okay, so a crown often finds themselves working in secret elements. Behind the scenes, we do as much as we can to bring theater, to bring stardust, to bring joy to everyone that sits here and watches a court happen. This lady, through her service, her prowess with the pen, she helps the crown constantly. But one thing that I, as a royal peer, find very important, especially in rising peers and people in our kingdom, is when a king can speak to a member of the populace and know that those words shall not go beyond their ears. And that they can be your confidant, they can be your conspirator, and they can help you make magic happen in one moment. Arsenda is one of these people. Your Majesty, you're a wise man, indeed, along with Her Majesty, to make her laurel today. And I thank you for allowing me to be part of it.
Thank you for your words. Is there a defender of the white scarf that will speak for this woman?
Yes, Your Majesty. I speak today as a member of the White Scarf. However, I am not the White Scarf that should be speaking for her. Her could also not be here today as she has passed on. So many years have passed that I remember a terror on the field. Her blade is now matched only by the work of her pen. It was that fierce back in the day. And if your white scarf was standing here, her words would echo resoundingly through these granite mountains. Yes, Your Majesty, this is a good news.
Is there a member of the populace that will speak for this woman?
Sorry, I pulled away. Your Majesties, I am Ariane Winsweet. I'm a proud member of your populace, and it is my honor today to speak for this lady. I'm so nervous up here. Okay. This woman, she teaches, she commands respect, she is constantly inspiring everyone she comes into contact with, whether it's a child or someone who's been playing in the SCA for years. And I am more than happy to be here to help support, and am in just awe of everything that she does. So yes, she is well accepted into this kingdom. And I'm very happy to see her.
You stand before us having been nominated and accepted by your peers. Therefore, as an outward and visible symbol of this recognition, will you accept the ancient and honorable Order of the Laurel from our hands this day?
Arsenda. this is such an important day, we want you to swear upon the crown of it.
Having indicated that you are willing to accept the most ancient and honorable order of the Laurel of the Society of Creative Anachronism, and having been adjudged by your peers as fit of this honor and worthy to show your arts among them, do you, Arsenda of Calais, swear by all that you hold sacred, true and holy, that you will conduct yourself as befits a peer of the realm, striving to improve your abilities and to aid those in this pursuit insofar as it may be in your power to do so?
I will.
Is there a medallion?
There is.
This medallion symbolizes the rank and station. Wear it always with pride and honor. Is there a mantle?
There is.
Therefore, we, Morgan, by right of arms, King of Atenveld, do proclaim you, Arsenda of Calais, Mistress of the Laurel. Be thou good, noble, and true to this order.
This day do I render homage and fealty to my sovereign lord and lady, the crown of Atenveld. And from this day onward, you will be my liege lord. I will remain in all ways a true servant, serving you faithfully, and endeavoring ever to live up to this title of Laurel of the Society for Creative Anachronism.
And we, Morgan,
And we, Elizabeth,
do accept this oath, and do for our part swear to protect you and your households till these crowns shall pass from our hands, death take us, or the world ends.
From the north comes news, tidings, glad and joyous of art and skill, all right and acknowledged. Let all know that we, Morgan and Elizabeth, sovereigns true crowned of glorious Atenveld, well knowing and right pleased with the inspiration and spirit, generosity of heart, eagerness of mind, skill of hand, and grace of speech of our resourceful subject, Arsenda of Calais, do this 16th day of May, in this 50th year of the Society, do hereby create and name her a companion to the most notable order of the Laurel, with all perquisites and prerogatives, rights and responsibilities appertaining thereto, and do bestow by letters patent these arms, per chevron, vert and azure, 2 estoiles, and a winged scarab displayed, maintaining between its wingtips a rondelle argent, to bear and to hold without let or hindrance from this hour henceforthly, verily and with delight. By word and hand, this will is accomplished, sealed, and made. Morgan, King. Elizabeth, Queen.
Your Excellency, the scroll was made by...
This is from the Southern Scriptorium, by myself, by Mistress Isabella Dottie, Order of the Laurel, by Lady Uver and Lady Eleanor.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's more.
And it's not rice for me. Oh. All right, now please.
For Mistress Arsenda, newest companion to the noble order of the Laurel. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah!
Banzai! Different trees!